What's going on, guys? It's Danny here, and this is gonna be a gameplay guide, aka replay commentary for Fiend. I played this game today, and it was a really nice game. I didn't play Fiend actually in a long time. My video was like 2 months ago, I think. So what I'm gonna do is do this gameplay guide for you guys. First of all, I wanna say Fiend is a hero that you should. It's not recommended to play if you are a new player to the game, because I mean a very new player, like you started playing Dota 2 like 1 or 2 months ago, because this hero requires skill to play. It's one of those heroes that it's like Patch and Mirana, that you need to have skill. It requires skill to hit the raises and all that stuff. So let's not lose any time and just go and explain real quick the spells. The first spell is actually three spells. They are called Shadow Raises, and you have three of them. They are the same name, Shadow Raise, but they do not share the cooldown, okay? Each Shadow Raise has its own cooldown, and it's gonna be like 10 seconds. It's exactly 10 seconds, okay? The first Shadow Raise which you have on your Q, if you play like me, Q, W, E, and R, if you play like that, the Q raise is, the range is 200, which means that's gonna be a melee race in front of your hero, very close to your hero. The second race is the medium one, which is gonna be range 450, which is almost the same range like your hero hits, okay? This is the medium race. Actually, I'm not exactly sure, but let's see. What is the range attack of Fiend? Attack range is 500, okay? I'm just checking that on the internet. 500 attack range with your auto attacks, and the medium race is 450. So if you use it right after you auto attack somebody, you're gonna hit that for sure. And then the Shadow Race, which is far, the third skill that you will have on your E, the third Shadow Race, is 700 range. Now, one thing very important to know is the radius. This is AoE. The Shadow Raises are AoE spells. The AoE is not big, the radius is. I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean. If you look right here, the radius of the Shadow Raises is 250. And if you look this right here, just imagine this is a circle like this. So I can tell you that's approximately 250 range. I mean AoE. So that's the AoE that your raises will hit, which is not really low, you know. If you have many people at the same place right there, you can hit all of them with your raises. That's about the raises. The second skill is called Necromastery. It's basically damage per souls. Each time you last hit enemy creep, jungle creep, you can get souls from buildings, destroying buildings, denying buildings, and denying your own creeps. You are gonna get 1 soul. On level 4 Necromastery, you can have 36 souls, and every soul is gonna give you 2 damage. So it's very simple. On level 4, you can get 36 souls, and that's gonna increase your auto attack damage by 30, 60, 72. 72, okay? The third, actually, yeah, it's the third skill of Shadow Fiend, is an aura that affects only the enemy units, and in a radius of 900, it's going to reduce their armor, okay? On level 1, it's gonna be 3 armor reduction, and the cool thing about this skill is that it can stack with every other armor reduction items, abilities, like Slardar ultimate. You can stack his ultimate, and your third skill, the armor reduction, is gonna stack. If you wanna build Desolator on your Shadow Fiend, the armor is going to stack. Assault Cuirass, the same thing. The armor is going to stack. Okay, the ultimate of Shadow Fiend is basically more than 1000 radius damage. It's an AoE spell, okay? When you cast it, you have casting time like... How much is the casting time actually? I don't actually remember. The casting time should be 1 second or so, maybe 2 seconds. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna say that right now. It's not that important. It's between 1 or 2 seconds, I believe. So you're gonna do an AoE damage, and it depends on how much souls you have, and also it depends on how close you are to your enemy heroes, okay? So to do the most damage from your ulti, you have to be very close to some of your enemy heroes that you want to damage the most, of course. And also you need to have the maximum possible souls from Necromastery, okay? This is what your ulti depends of. How much souls you have and how close are you to the targets you want to damage, right? This ultimate is also going to slow everybody in what's the slow range? I believe the slow radius is 700. The damage radius is more than 1300. I can tell you that for sure. It's more than that. But the slow duration is 5 seconds, and it's gonna slow like 20% movement speed, okay? And also one thing very important is that it works similar to Kunkka's ship, which is the ultimate of Kunkka. It will reduce the damage that you take by 50%, okay? So that's about the spells of the hero. I hope I didn't waste much time. Of course, it's very obvious that if you know how do the spells work, the skills work on Shadow Fiend, you can skip the first 3 minutes or 4 minutes of this gameplay guides video, of course, if you want to do that. If you don't need to know any information about the spells, you know. Here I asked I thank you. I asked for a tango, and actually Mirana gave me 1 tango, and then I buy my own set of tangos, and then I get a Rive Band. The reason of that is because the Rive Band is going to give me 6 agility, which is 6 damage for me, because Shadow Fiend is a agility hero, so you get damage from your agility, and also it's gonna give me 3 damage. So instead of 38 damage that the heroes start with, 38 damage, I have 47, which is a lot more, and that way I can compete better for last hit with I can compete better for last hits with others, you know. You can also do if you want something like 2 slippers of agility, 2 ironwood branches, and then you can get yourself a salve, or maybe 1 ironwood branch. I don't remember exactly. Maybe you can get only 1. Very good block so far, I should say. I fucked up the block. Don't do it, guys. Position yourself good and block the creeps. I am lucky because seems like Patch didn't block very well neither, so that's okay. Okay, the first skill I'm going to get is a Necromastery. As you can see, that was almost a perfect. The first last hit was almost perfect timed, but I couldn't get it because Patch gets the last hit. Okay, now trying to get another one. Okay, 1 soul. Finally, 1 soul, guys. So that means I will have 2 more damage. Another soul. When I did my pub cast, I gave you some tip that you can use when you play against Shadow Fiend, and it's to get as much denies and creep kills as possible, as much as you can, until he gets souls, because in the beginning almost every hero will have more damage against the Shadow Fiend on the middle lane. Here I wanted to double raise those 2 creeps. I mean, not double raise, but use 1 raise and get those 2 creeps. It was not enough, but I managed to last hit both of them. I have to be really careful with Patch ganks right here. I tried to auto attack the courier or something like that, just to... I wouldn't kill it because it has like... Okay, trying to harass this Patch a little bit here with auto attacks. This is the bad part on the middle lane for Patch, because I can right click him with a lot of damage. I have the raises to damage him a lot, and then I can hide between my creeps. As you can see, my position against the patch here is pretty good. Mirana is gonna try to arrow him, but the arrow didn't hit, unfortunately. So right now I have 12 souls. You have to be very good at last hitting, and if you what I was doing before, and you can guys clearly notice, if you did, I don't know if you did or not, if you watched my first Shadow Fiend gameplay I did in Dota 2, in the first 10 minutes I had like, I don't know, probably like 5 denies or something like that, and right now so far I have at 2 minutes and a half into the game, I have 7 denies. It's very important to deny with Shadow Fiend. It's also very important in general to deny on the middle lane, because that way your enemy that's laning against you on the middle lane will get less experience. By the way, Mirana is just wasting time in my opinion. You don't have to be like him. He's right there on the map. He's been sitting there for like a lot of time. Of course that makes Patch be scared, and that helps me a lot with the last hitting. What was that? That was a try to raise or something like that. Right now, as you can see, I have insane amount of damage, 20 souls. By the way, if you didn't notice, what I did is right now, by the way, I am pushing the lane as much as possible because I know the 4 minutes rune is going to be spawned very soon. So far, I think so far so good. Almost 4 minutes into the game, I have 19. That miss, by the way. I have 19 last hits and 12 denies. Yeah, I said that you basically have to be focused on denying on the middle lane. Okay, here I think, yes, that was a little mistake by Patch to use the courier like this. I was able to kill it, and now what I do is get the haste rune first. Make sure I use all my charges of my bottle, and then get the haste rune. What I'm gonna do is get boots of speed, the brown boots, and then I'm gonna get myself a 1 TP scroll, because I can help other lanes, I can TP and counter gank somebody. When it's a replay, I can see the Patch, by the way, but in a live game I couldn't see him. My team didn't place any wards in the early game. So actually I can also see there is a Zeus and there is a Mirana smoked or something like that. That's gonna be fighting against the Zeus, but didn't do much. That's like a roaming Zeus or something like that. That's really weird. What the fuck is going on? I don't know. Okay, here I tried to harass him as much as possible by using 2 raises, the medium one and the far raise, W and E. Now I have activated my haste just to get a little bit of mana regen from my bottle. He cannot, I mean, he should not be able to hook me, and if that was level 4 hook, that would have hooked me, because it was a really long range hook on level 4. But Patch is level 5, level 6 right now. Okay. What I'm gonna do is probably try to roam on the middle, on the top lane. Okay, I'm tipping on the top lane. Not sure exactly what I'm gonna do. Use 1 race on Zeus and then probably die. Okay, raising those spiders and getting some extra last hits is really good. I believe Brute Mother tries to use the nuke on me, but he couldn't because I was too far away. And right now with the gold I have, I think I'm gonna get my power threats. That was a bad TP, by the way. It was in a good time because I really wanted to defend my safe lane tower. It's really important to defend it, to have that tier 1 on your safe lane. It's really important. I really wanted to defend that. I think I did. I forced them to go back, and then my Phantom Lancer just denies it, which is very good. I almost die, I almost feed a kill right there, but it's fine. So as you can see so far, the skill build, if you didn't notice, I max first the Shadow Raises, and then I max the Necro Mastery. OT on level 9. On level 10 I get 1 point into my passive skill, and then on level 11 I get level 2 OT, and then maxing the passive skill. Right here, first blood for me. Okay, first blood for me. Like 50 HP. Crystal Maiden, duoed by my Legion Commander. I said I'm just gonna go and use my longest race and get the first blood. A lot of extra gold for me. By the way, as you can see, I have Yasha right here on the quick buy, or I don't know actually how exactly the name is of this right here. Is it a quick buy or not exactly like that? Brute Mother doing spider stuff. Not cool, guys, not cool. He's pushing a tier 2 tower completely alone and nobody can stop him. Right here I really wanted to get those spiders. I should have used the longest range race, but instead of that I decided to just last hit some creeps. And now Phantom Lancer also died. I think that's gonna be okay. A few last hits on spiders. That's some extra gold and it's really important. Another race trying to get the Brute Mother some damage, but couldn't do it. Now I think I'm gonna go towards the top lane. I'm gonna keep pushing the top lane. At that point I felt like I am the only one that could stop Brute Mother from doing what he's doing. Getting a few more last hits. And here I wanted to get those spiders, but I actually damaged the Brute Mother. I didn't actually notice that. Power thread switching is something that I was not doing before, and it's very important to do. Power thread switching, when you want to race only creeps, switch to intelligence, and I just didn't do it. Danny, please. You can switch to intelligence when you are about to race, and that will save you mana. And then when I just farm with auto attacks, I use agility power threads. And then when I go into a fight or something like that, I use strength power threads to just have a little bit of extra HP. It's really important to have extra HP from the power threads on strength with your Shadow Fiend, because Shadow Fiend is a very squishy hero. It's a carry hero that you can farm your safe lane if you want. You can go middle like I did in this game. Middle lane is the best option in my opinion, because it's like OD. With OD you get damage from your second skill, and here you get bonus damage from Necro Mastery, and you're gonna be able to get a lot of last hits without any problem. Unless you get ganked, unless the enemy team decides to hate you a lot. Okay, here I use power threads on intelligence, double race to get the full creep wave, and just gonna keep farming. By the way, as you can see, the score so far is 3-1 for the enemy's team. They have 3 kills, and the only kill in my team is my kill that I last hit with a raise. Whatever. You can do that. If you are wondering like, oh man, you did so bad, you should not last hit with raises and stuff, like, I am the carry, Shadow Fiend is a carry, like, what's gonna happen? Legion Commander was going to get the bonus damage from the duo anyway, so everything is fine in my opinion. Now Legion Commander is being chased by Brute Mother. I think Brute Mother is gonna be able to get him. Me and Mirana trying to stop the guy. Okay, right there we go. There we go. Duo race, and now the third race. Medium and far race when he was stunned by Magnus, and then when he started to run towards me, when Brood Mother started to run towards me, I just used the closest race, which is the near race. That's the name, near. There is no name when you point like this. It says shadow race, but it's basically near, medium, and this one is far. You know, you can call it like this. Remember that it's very important, once again, the power thread switching. When you are raising, you should use power threads on intelligence. Not in a fight. In a fight you don't have to be, it's just too much that you can think about in a fight. And if you don't want, you don't have to switch. Okay, here I get hooked really badly. Frostbite by Crystal Maiden, and then I just go down. And by the way, I forgot in the beginning to say, when you die with your Shadow Fiend, the souls from your Necro Mastery, you're gonna lose half of them, okay? So then, when you respawn, you need to go for another last hits, which you're gonna do always, obviously, because you want to farm as much as possible, but this is just a point that I wanted to make. You lose half of your souls that you have before you died. So if I have 10, I will lose 5. I think I had the max, of course, 36, and then when I died I have 16 or 18 apparently. Whatever. It's 18, the half of 16, of 36. Jesus Christ. Okay, please don't do that to me. Using the close race, and I am able to get a kill on patch. 3 kills and 1 death so far. Let's see if I will be able to... No, Brood Mother is really fast under her webs, and she was able to get out before I double raise her. So very soon I'm gonna start talking about... Okay, here I decide to use my ulti. As I already told you, the way it works. And now I have Yasha in my inventory. It's really important to know that yes, I can chase that Crystal Maiden. Double race, the medium race, and the far race, and Crystal Maiden is just going down, and I have another kill, which is 5 kills, 1 death, and 1 assist for me. So far, assisting in 6 kills of my team, and my team has 7. I have 5 of them, whatever, not that important. I already said in the beginning that Shadow Fiend is a hero that if you are very new to the game, you should not try to play. You can start with easier heroes that don't require any skill to hit the spells. Zeus is hiding in the trees. I have no idea about that right here. So he's just gonna nuke me. Heal by Legion Commander. That was very kind of you, sir. Or actually, lady. My lady. So I get an early Yasha, which is going to increase my movement speed, attack speed, and my damage a little bit. Okay, Zeus ultimate. He killed my Magnus. I didn't die because I had a lot of HP left. Actually, I'm pretty low HP, but I had enough to survive the Zeus ulti. So, stuff that you can do with your Shadow Fiend to hit the raises. Actually, if you want me to give a tip to hit your raises easier, just practice the hero, okay? This is the only thing. Practice the hero. If you have a little bit of experience already in the game, you can start playing those heroes, that Shadow Fiend, Purge, Mirana, that you need skill to hit arrows, raises, and all that stuff. Because the raises, hooks, and arrows are very easy to dodge. What you can do is, when somebody is trying to run away from you, you can cast in order WE, you know, the medium race and the far race. So right here we have the Mirana ultimate. I'm gonna stay as close as possible to that Crystal Maiden. I couldn't raise there because I get hooked by Pudge. That was really unfortunate for me. I run faster than him, so I'm just able to go away, turn around, one right click, even raise to try to get try to kill him as fast as possible, and he died. I don't know why did I raise that, but whatever. And right here, invisibility, Ember Spirit. That's not funny, bro. I think he kills me at this point, but I have no idea he has that. He has invisibility. Okay, he actually tried to ensnare me, but he couldn't because I moved like weird. A little bit of one simple combo is that the order of the raises, okay? I already said when somebody is trying to run away from you, you can spam W and E as fast as possible against, like, you know, you can spam W, E. I mean, not exactly spam them, but you can use your W when you try to auto attack somebody and you know that auto attack is, you are able to attack him. That means you have enough range, because the medium race range is 450, and then you will see if he starts running away from you. Right here I need to get some last hits because I need souls and farm, of course. Next item is gonna be BKB, by the way. So if you see somebody is running away from you, you can cast WE, medium and far race. If you see somebody is going towards you to do damage on you, you can do something like EWQ. It really depends, guys, and there is a position that you can do, and you can get my ulti. My TP scroll is on cooldown right here, unfortunately, so I couldn't go with my team. I couldn't TP to the tower on the bottom lane, but my ulti is off cooldown, so I would have done a lot. And right here, I believe this guy is alone. Ember Spirit third skill, by the way, dodges. I'm just gonna ulti right here. I thought Magnus is gonna try to skewer back the Ember Spirit, but he used the skewer to get close to him. I used my ulti there. As you can see, I already told you in the beginning, your ulti, the damage of your ulti depends how close you are to your enemy target that you want to hit. I was pretty far away from the Ember Spirit right there, and he took a little bit of damage, not much. 20 minutes BKB, Yasha, and power threats. My Bolto, of course. BKB is ready, so I am ready to fight even more. 124 creeps. It's really important to keep farming. This is not a hero like Queen of Pain that you can just get level 7, max your Scream of Pain. Level 4, you know, you can start blinking in, using your third skill everywhere on the map, basically killing low HP heroes like Zeus and Crystal Maiden in this game. By the way, the BKB, very obvious. The reason of that is disable of Crystal Maiden. That's Frostbite and Frost Nova slow. That's a lot of slow. And then we have Zeus nukes. We have you know, the nuke from Brute Mother. Purge second skill, Rot, is doing magical damage, so when he's close to me and I use BKB, he's not gonna be able to damage me with the Rot, so BKB is really worth it in, I should say, like 80% of your games with Shadow Fiend, because not being disabled is really important, because that way you will do a lot more damage. Thank you for damage. Probably Legion Commander used the duel and Ember Spirit won that duel. How sad are you right now? Okay, be careful, guys, we have bad boys in the house. How sad are you right now? That's a very nice arrow. Okay. Actually, I was gonna say there is. Okay, let me just see the fight first. Mirana ulti. Okay, we have Magnus ulti, which is going to stun them, all of them. And now I decide to go and chase the purge. I don't know why did I even use my BKB, but whatever. Just make sure I'm not disabled. Meanwhile, Brute Mother doing spider stuff, pushing the tier 2 tower. Somebody just gets a lot of fucking gold. Right here I tried to guess the spiders to get some more gold for me, but no spiders, guys, no spiders. By the way, there is a position that you can position yourself, okay? And you're gonna hit both your medium and long range shadow raises. Like standing at like probably 400 range away from the target you wanna hit. You can hit both your raises. Once again, you have to practice your raises. I think today I'm gonna do another video with Shadow Fiend showing you a good way to practice your raises. Okay, a very good way.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I think I'm gonna do that. There is a video on Dota 1 that shows that. I think there is no video in Dota 2. I'm gonna check if there is no video like that. A very good, very cool tip that you can practice your shadow raises. I'm gonna do that video and try to help you improve your raises, hits and stuff.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
By the way, I forgot to say Helm of the Dominator for me. Helm of the Dominator, a little bit more damage, lifesteal of course, very important, and now getting a creep from the jungle, which is this red Ursa, and going to stack the ancients as much as possible. By the way, Shadow Fiend is a really good, I should have said that in the beginning, but Shadow Fiend is a very good carry hero that if your safe lane fails, because that Phantom Lancer is 0-2 so far, as you can see, and he was like 25 minutes power threats and Vladimir. I was like, please go, I wanna go, I wanna do some stuff right here, I want action, but unfortunately Magnus didn't go. He has blink. I don't know why didn't he go. I can go and use my ulti and stuff. Some people, by the way, like Dandy, for example, use blink dagger on Shadow Fiend. I would do that only if I am stomping the middle lane, because it's not very safe way to go. It's really aggressive and you have to be experienced a lot, just like Dandy with the hero. One hook from Purge misses, and then at the same time this guy hits an arrow. I believe I should use my ulti. Okay, cancelling the ulti. Right after I get frostbited, I use my BKB to break the frostbite. I was not able to get the kill on Crystal Maiden, but she should die. Okay, Mirana killed the Crystal Maiden. Now right here, a little bit of a waste of a BKB. Okay, he cancelled my ulti. That would hit Brute Mother for a lot of damage. So I believe we have, this is our sentry wards right here, but I'm not sure if we see her or not. Okay, using the ulti right here. I know Ember Spirit used the his ultimate to get close to Mirana, and then he has no ultimate charges left to escape, so I just slow him with my ultimate and we just right click him and kill him. By the way, you can also use your Shadow Fiend ultimate defensively to defend yourself. If you see you are about to get focused by many people, you just use the ulti and you're gonna take 50% less damage. So that's really important to know. Consider doing that sometimes. The next item that I'm gonna build is a butterfly. Stacking once and then Phantom Lancer going for that stack, man. He wants to kill ancients. Why you know farm lane or something like that. I believe I'm gonna sell my Wraith Band right here and pick up the Eagle Horn. Eagle Song. What? Why is this not Eagle Horn? It's probably in Dota 1 and I remember it like Eagle Horn. Whatever, guys. Whatever. Getting some more last hits. As you can see, my middle tower, the tier 1 tower, is still there. It's not destroyed yet. Using the raises. By the way, I forgot to say in the beginning, it's really important to learn to hit your raises and try to hit them as much as possible in the early game, because level 7, level 4 raises, 300 damage, totally worth it. It's really worth it to hit your raises, hit all of them as much as possible until you have like auto attack that's gonna do the same damage like your raises. At that point, if you don't know very well how to hit your raises, at that point you can say like, I'm not gonna hit the raises anymore, I'm just gonna auto attack, and you can do that, you know. It's always very good, even if you have the same amount of damage. Sometimes you're not gonna be able to auto attack from big range. Your range of auto attack is 500 and the longest range of your shadow rays is 700, remember that. So if you need to hit somebody, you can do it. I pick up invisibility rune right here, and immediately after that I TP and I don't break my invisibility. Remember that when you get invisibility rune, you can do something 1 second after you take it. Okay, let's see if I'm gonna be like YOLO. I'm gonna solo ulti this guy. Mirana arrow didn't hit, but I used my ulti. Perfect race right there, I should say, perfect race. Hitting the low ground, but not Brood Mother. Whatever, guys. We are able to get the kill. As you can see, that ulti did insane amount of damage. Like, the damage from your ulti you can get is really insane at one point, because you can have all your souls and stand as close as possible to the hero you wanna hit. Stacking again, and Phantom Lancer is there immediately. In that game I was like, PL, please. You are not a hero with Battle Fury or something like that. Like, 30 minutes into the game. Okay, he still has drums, Vladimirs, and power threats. Farming alone and pretty much 0-3. I'm not gonna talk about safe lane carry right now, but this is something you should not do. I don't know, sometimes it's very hard to not die because of the enemy trying to gank you and all that stuff. As you can see now, 36 minutes into the game, the game is very even. The same amount of towers destroyed, and the score is 20-20. But as you can see right here, the game needs like 7 more minutes to end. So very even game. But what happens? At one point there is gonna be a deciding fight. But stay here, keep watching the video, and you will see. Sometimes those game deciding fights happen sometimes, and it's just very important to know what to do. And if you are lucky, you win it. Actually, not lucky. If you play good, you win that fight. If you don't, you lose that fight, and then you lose your base. This is how it works, right? Okay, let's see what I'm gonna do. Stacking the ancients, of course. Very important to remember. Brute Mother is right there. I am sure nobody of us had an idea that Brute Mother is there.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But whatever, we are pushing the top lane as 5. Right now Magnus is coming from behind. He's actually tipping on the middle lane, but we should be able to get that fight. I mean that tower.
Radiant's top tower
And
has
Phantom Lancer
fallen.
last hitting the tower.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, arrow hitting the spiders.
Dire's middle
4
tower
second
has
stun.
fallen.
The spider died actually. Brute Mother is gonna stay under her webs. By the way, a very good way of countering Brute Mother. Shadow Fiend,
Radiant structures are fortified.
2 raises to kill all the spiders. I have the Aegis by the way from Roshan. So what I'm gonna do is do a lot of damage right here. He won the duo against Zeus. I use my ulti right here and BKB at the same time. A little bit panic about raises. I use the medium one, and then instead of the close one, I use the far,
Radiant's top
and
tower is
then the
under
closest one. So a little bit of panic right there by me. Phantom Lancer died and Legion Commander died. I really wanted to keep fighting here, and I think we will turn around. I think. Okay, 300 HP. He cancelled the Magnus ultimate, by the way, with those chains. Searing chains. And I think Mirana was... No, it was actually Magnus mech. He has mechanism, which is really good. And I was able to survive right there. Of course, right clicking. Also, I get lifesteal from my Helm of the Dominator. And now I just stay a little bit more last hitting. My butterfly is ready, as you can see.
Radiant's middle tower
Should be
has
very careful
fallen.
to not get hit by hook. And I just let myself die right here. I have Aegis. Right now I'm gonna respawn using my BKB to make sure I don't get disabled. Very nice ulti by Magnus. He dies after that, but it's totally worth it. Pipe is used by the enemy team, but I'm just right clicking everybody without any problem, because at this point I am really, really strong. Triple kill for me. Okay, that race right there. Doing some really raises that are basically a panic race. Like, you can say, if you are a little bit experienced with the hero, you can say this race is panic,
Radiant's
and this
middle
race
barracks
is
are- Radiant's middle
good race
barracks
that you
has
hit for
fallen.
sure.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Okay, getting the middle lane barracks, very important. 2 raises right here on the creeps. Okay, that duo.
That is quickly.
Just right clicking, and he says GG. Yep, this is the deciding fight,
Radiant's bottom
and the
tower
game
has
is still
fallen.
even.
Radiant's bottom
We
barracks
have
are
right
under
now
attack.
the middle lane RoX, and now we are getting bottom, but the game was even 4 minutes ago. Was totally even,
Radiant's
20 to
bottom
20
barracks
kills.
has fallen.
I have 6,000 gold in my bank account right here. 6,000 gold. I don't think I'm gonna buy something. When the game ends, I'm gonna tell you what's good on Shadow Fiend. I have Butterfly
Radiant's
so
top
far,
tower has fallen.
Yasha, and a BKB. Okay, just gonna get Mega Creeps, I guess, and then just go and end the game. Ember Spirit is dead, and the rest of the enemy team is
Dire now have mega creeps.
just AFK.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
By the way, I really like playing the carry position, and I cannot resist. I'm gonna say something. If I was like this PL 0-4 with a team that won the game 0-4, 36 minutes into the game, only Hard and Vladimir's and power threats. I would feel bad. Right here, that was a very good ultimate by GG. Good game. It was a good game. What is Ember Spirit doing? Are you serious? He's dancing. He's dancing. He's like, Opa, davai. I hope I don't close the game right now. Okay. So as you can see, almost 700 GPM, which is not that much, but it's also not bad. That's really good, I should say, for a Shadow Fiend. At this point, my items, Butterfly, BKB, I would keep those two. I would keep them for the rest of the game if the game was longer than that. And also, Helm of the Dominator into Satanic, that Yasha into Manta style probably, and I can buy Daedalus because that's gonna be a lot of damage. I will probably crit for like 900 or 1000, and that's gonna be insane. I can remember that you can always sell your power threats and make boots of travel. That way you don't have to carry a TP scroll anymore. You don't have to do that anymore, and you get an extra slot. That do I get another like Daedalus right here? No, okay. That would be the full item build, but maybe sell that Yasha instead of making Manta style, because what people do is Manta style or BKB, only one of those on Shadow Fiend. What I did in my first gameplay video with Shadow Fiend was Manta style, and now BKB. I like only one of them. The Yasha was because of the early stats: movement speed, attack speed, damage, armor in early game. 11 minutes into the game I was having it, and that really helped me farm more, fight better, and all that stuff. Selling the Yasha and then getting a Monkey King bar, because at some point Brute Mother probably would get like Butterfly, and I will not miss. Of course, MKB is not only because of the not miss, it's also because of attack speed, and most of everything, damage, a lot of bonus damage. Okay, so that's gonna be it, guys, for this Shadow Fiend video. I hope you guys enjoy and learned something. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe to my channel for more Dota 2 replay commentaries, gameplay guides, live gameplay commentary, and all that stuff. Stay awesome, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next video. Good luck and have fun playing Dota.